WBLS, JusNik here, and you know I love to spotlight new artists, and she's one of our own, which makes this that much even more special. She just won a Grammy. We're going to talk about all of that, and she's from the Bronx. Samara Joy, American jazz vocalist, singer. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's such a pleasure.
Absolutely. So, okay, we have to talk about the Grammy because you just won one, and I just want to know all the feels. What was going through your head when they called your name? Who was your date? All of that.
Oh yes. So, well, the day of the Grammys was really special because I got the chance to perform at the premiere ceremony. And that's when I won the first one.
First of all, I caught that.
Yeah.
Okay, and your voice is like warm milk inside my cocoa on a cozy day in front of the fireplace.
Just like today.
Seriously,
Just like today.
butter, honey.
Thank you so much. And I was sobbing my eyes out, and I was just like, people were coming in the back, and I was like, you had to take a picture right after you won. I was like, I'm not ready yet. I need to go into the bathroom and seriously like, and let it all out. Viola Davis was there, so I couldn't say like Viola Davis cry, but it was exactly like that. And then, obviously that night, that music's biggest night, we went on a red carpet and I had my dress on. My little brother was with me. He saw me when I met like The Rock, and Jasmine Sullivan, and like, I don't know, Megan Fox was on the red carpet, and like not Drake, but Future and Lil Durk.
Was this your first time at the Grammys?
First time.
Oh,
First
wow.
time ever.
That's
Kirk
like
Franklin.
celebrity overload.
I was like, I'm turning my head like these people are actually real. Like we're like I'm actually like I got in. Like it felt so. It was like I'm at the cool kids event or table. But the best new artist category, the winner was announced towards the category was kind of pushed to the end of the show. And so I'm busy with my little brother, just enjoying the night. He's dressed up. I'm dressed up. We hip hop tribute, Queen Latifah, Method Man.
How amazing was that?
Mary J. Blige. It was just incredible. It was absolutely incredible. But I felt, the anxiety kind of coming when they started to announce the nominees and everything. So I just held his hand, and I closed my eyes. And I was like, you know what, whatever happens, this is such a beautiful night, and I'm so glad to be here. And then when I opened my eyes, they announced, the winner, and I was like, I can't believe this, man. I left my phone with my speech on the table, and just tried to speak from the heart, speak from as a girl from the Bronx, tried to speak from as a place of honesty about how I felt, because it was just overwhelming, and it was gratitude. I was feeling everything.
Absolutely. Well, it's well deserved, and New York congratulates you. Speaking on behalf of New York. Yes. Okay, so I'm curious because your poise is very elegant. For you to just be 23, so young, who were some of your role models growing up? Actresses, singers, authors?
Oh my gosh. I really loved Regina King and Janet Jackson. Let me see. I'm just thinking them in a movie together in Poetic Justice. So sorry, but Felicia Rashad, my mom, my grandmother. Whenever I looked at their style, because my mom was like a 9-to-5. She was like, okay, you going to school, I'm going to work.
Right.
Always have your own money. Always, be dressed for success, as she says. There's just too many to name. I saw a lot of them at the Grammys, but it all started with my family, with my mom and grandmothers.
Did you have a fan out moment? Like, was there somebody you saw that was like, oh my God, I can't believe they're here. Oh my God, I'm right next to them.
Oh, well, I was in the line to get on the red carpet, which was crazy. And then I turned around, and Jasmine Sullivan standing right behind me. I was like, oh my gosh, girl! And she's from Philly, and my parents are from Philly, so she's like, oh my gosh, I know. I follow you on Instagram. Like, it's so good to see you and everything like that. She's so supportive. Oh my gosh, I love her voice. I love her music. Everything about her.
I love that. So if you could do like a collaboration with someone, who would it be?
Probably Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
Yeah. I mean, his music was probably the first that I listened to. Well, like rap and like hip hop in general, I had to listen to it behind my parents' back. And, the clean versions at that. So like, his was the first where it's like, I love the beat. I love the production of it. And I love the message, I love his flow, everything, the fact that he actually had musicians, playing on his recording, like To Pimp a Butterfly, for example. I respect his artistry, and I hope to work with him someday.
Oh, well, hopefully we can make that happen. Kendrick, what's up?
We'll see. You already had Lalah Hathaway on the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I would love to hear you two
Yes.
together. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, she's one of my favorites too. I ran into her I got to sing for Berry Gordy and Smokey Robinson at the Motown.
Wow.
They were like being honored as Music Care's People of the Year. And she was on the red carpet and she sang with PJ Morton, who is also somebody I want to collaborate with. And she's just the sweetest. I shook Stevie Wonder's hand. That's
Oh,
also
wow.
another thing.
Listen, you've had so many experiences all in like the matter of a couple of days. That's got to be mind blowing that like you're here. Do you think it happened for you fast, or how has this whole process been?
This is definitely faster than I was expecting everything to be. Like, I always loved to sing because of my family. I always loved music and was, attracted to it, was surrounded by it. But as far as having a career in it, I never had like really a clear idea of where I was, if I was going to make a statement. I feel like I'm not that kind of person to like, I'm going to be a star. I'm going to be, that's why I kind of look up to Beyonce so much, because she's like from even younger than I, when I started, like she's been doing this her whole life, and,
And she just happened to be in the audience at the Grammys.
and she told me congratulations afterwards. And when I tell you I
Wow.
wanted to run, skip, and hop over the tables that was in front of me, I was like, yo, can we clear a path? Like, there was so many people. I was like, can we just... But, yeah, I'm so glad, that if anything, it happened not because I tried to be something I'm not, but I was genuinely attracted to music. I was genuinely attracted to the music that I'm singing now, jazz. And I feel at home in it, just like I feel at home with all the other genres that I've grown up with. And so I'm happy to just kind of share who I am and what I love with people,
Absolutely. Well, you have a phenomenal voice.
Thank you.
It's just like butter. Okay, it just want to light a candle, sit in front of a
Yes.
fireplace,
what we
and
need.
just
Those are the kind of
decompress
vibes.
from
Jill
the world.
Scott, Legacy. That's the kind of vibes we need.
Ooh, yes, all of that.
Yes.
So I'm curious, because you're so young. One, where did you study? Because your voice is very mature.
Thank you. Well, I definitely had the school of my family and the school of all their favorites, like Luther, and like Stevie and like Shaka. But I went to school for jazz studies, upstate New York, Westchester, SUNY Purchase. I went in public school pretty much all the way up until undergrad. And so that's where I feel like I learned from both my professors and my peers, about the style of jazz and getting into the music and records and stuff. So,
Have any of your professors reached out? Like, hey,
yeah.
I taught her.
Literally from middle school. Like, I'm still in touch with my middle school choral teacher. I just met up with my high school choral teacher a couple days ago because he lives in California now. Teachers, I'm still in touch with my principal from high school, from college, like everybody, there, because I'm thankfully that because I'm, went to school in the Bronx and I still know my teachers and we're still connected on Facebook and stuff like that, they all were so great and so encouraging to me. So it's nice that I can be like, hey, look what I did.
I love it. Well, listen, things are so early for you. You're only 23, so the sky is the limit, maybe not even, where you can go with this. So what are some of the things that you hope to do, throughout your career?
Well, I not only hope for many collaborations like songwriting and working with musicians, but I think that the musical roots that I stem from, as far as where my family is concerned, is so important to me, and I want to put that on display because I think that and even they feel it too. It's like it's been in our family for so long, but we haven't gotten a chance to showcase it for the world, and so I'm more than happy to be that vessel to allow people to see into what, shaped me as a person and as a singer. And so I'm hoping, we just did a Christmas tour in December. We did like a couple gigs just to try it out. And it was so great. It was so amazing, to be on tour with my family, because I am normally on tour with my band. So I'm away from them a lot. So to be on tour with my family, I was like, we got to do this again. So next December, hopefully look out for not only a recording, like a physical product, but also a bunch of tour dates like Samara Joy featuring the McClendon family. So I hope to do that. I hope to give back to my high school and middle school and, present concerts and invite them to shows. And yeah, I want I want it to be not only like accessible and taking a look into my life and what my musical my musical life is growing up and how it is now, but giving back to the place that, fostered this in the first place.
Absolutely. Well, I wish you a lot of success.
Thank
I
you.
see you performing in front of a huge symphony and orchestra, which is just going to be mind-blowing. I feel like there's just going to be so many people attending your concert, and it's just going to surprise you because I can see the Anita Bakers in them. Like, did anybody come to you after your performance and say, wow,
Oh my gosh.
that you were like, oh, wow, they heard me.
Once it was posted on social media and on Twitter, Anita Baker saw it and she reposted it.
See?
And she was like, music, is in good hands. And I was like, I hope to sing with you one day. And she was like, you're welcome on my stage.
Wow.
Anytime.
Well, she's on tour right now.
I was like,
Anita,
listen, Newark, Mother's Day, I'm coming for you.
Let's get it going.
I'm going to let you know, okay?
Well, Samara, you have truly been a joy. See what I did there? And what do you want to say to your fans before we let you go?
I want to say thank you all so much for coming along on this journey for me, for supporting me and bringing me to this place in the first place. I only hope to grow as an artist and as a person and inspire other people to follow their path in this life and their purpose in this life, because we all have a voice and it would be selfish to keep yours to yourself. So
I love it. Well spoken, well said. So what's your social media platforms?
Well, I'm on TikTok. I'm learning. I'm getting into it.
You do
more
like
and
TikTok
more.
challenges?
Not challenge. I participate in some of them, but mostly I try to post my singing videos and like my whereabouts and everything. So that's Samara Joy Sings. Instagram, Samara Joy Sings. Facebook, Samara Joy, and all of my tour dates are on my website, samarajoy.com.
Well, I look forward to attending one of those.
Yes.
Samara Joy New Music Friday, WBLS.